Hello, everybody. I'm so excited today to finally get to share with you my third full valley tour. This was kind of a long, slow process, and I hope that you enjoy it. So, I'm going to start here in the plaza, which I do have a full tour on my channel of. I made kind of manor or like mansion garden areas with the Victorian Manor House and the LaBouffe Mansion. So I just want it to be very elegant and like clean and manicured and just how I would imagine having a couple upscale estates here. So for the Victorian Manor House here, I have the little flower sign because they sell flowers out of Beast stall there. And then they just have very pretty garden areas where they have their tea parties under this gazebo here. And the rug there under the gazebo was designed by Dreamlight Anya, who just is fabulous and makes the best touch of magic rugs. And I will put her information in the description if there's some reason you haven't seen her yet. Definitely check her out. She has beautiful builds and everything as well. So I really like using that here and bringing out those color tones and then just having all the little tea and cakes and everything. And then I really wanted to keep everything kind of clean and like they have gardeners always taking care of stuff, So I like having it in the plaza with the short grass and everything. Um my flower stall you saw, I had a little chest there where I dropped the flowers, and I left my vacuum there just because that's how I play, so I didn't remove it. But I really like using these butterfly fountains in the center, especially around all the flowers, because they have all the little butterflies around, and I just think it's really beautiful here. Very elegant and well taken care of. Also like using the different colors of birch trees. I think they go really well with these homes. And so I like the blue colors and the light green colors and everything. Of course, I had to put some critters because I just love seeing them. So I got some birds and little bunnies running out there. And, I have to use the companion homes they give us. So that's okay. It's all right. But yeah, I use some of these little Cinderella cards as kind of decor for the gardens. I just think they're so pretty and go really well. And so you have the different entrances, and then this one is towards the middle, and we'll walk over to the LaBouffe Mansion area here, where I did make this touch of magic rug as kind of a wooden walkway through the gazebo here, which is kind of over a pond area that runs under the gazebo. And I just really like how this whole like center area looks and how you can look down onto my city. So walking into this beautiful gazebo where they have tea and cakes and everything, you can see the pond water that kind of runs underneath the gazebo, and everything is just very pretty and clean and floral and elegant. And then this side of the little bridgeway, I did use this peacock item just because I wanted to use it somewhere, and I think the colors go and I feel like they would have some sort of like manicured bush or flower type of area in one of these estates. Maybe we got the critters hanging out here on the picnic blanket, so cute. Of course that sink doesn't make sense, but I wanted critters, so that's what you get. But I really like using all the like yellow and pink and green tones all through here. The carriage is probably not really in use anymore, but more as like a old staple that they had. Old decor item, but maybe they use it. I don't know. So yeah, I just think this plaza's really pretty and elegant, and I've been enjoying walking through here. I've had a lot of these builds for a while now since I've been working on other things, and I've been really enjoying it. The outside, I just wanted to leave really minimal and clean, not like too cluttered up with um I guess like foliage, like not too much, just like they have gardeners that keep it very kind of clean, and no tall grass and no weeds and things. Yeah, these houses are really beautiful. Kind of covered up with the cypress trees, like houses I've seen driving through California. So here's the overview. And now we'll head down to the peaceful meadow where I have my whole city. I wanted to have the city below the mansion area, a nice kind of spring toned city where you can come and walk down to the little shops and dining and everything. So I made these touch of magic rugs and um, put all of the city buildings here, as you can see, like the bakery and Daisy's and Scrooge's, Remy's, his luxury apartment building. We've got the flower shop, the Monsters University, which could be apartments, and their apartment building. And Tiana's is on the other side by the lake. So this side we have kind of, well, the back of Remy's has a nice dining area next to the lake, which I wanted to keep very spring themed again. So I made that pink toned rug to kind of bring out those colors. And I just think it looks really nice. So you can have a nice dinner by the lake. And then I just have some kind of park areas here next to the lake. I used to have like Easter area, but I just got tired of Easter and tore it down. So that's just kind of the natural park area by the lake there. And then I have my small farmer's market with the pretty well and goofy stall, and like my vacuum and storage and stuff where I grab everything up every day. I brought a lot of the birch trees again into here to keep it kind of similar, and also some other big green trees that I like to have for the shade and different shades of green. Mushu is just hanging out. He doesn't like to look at the lake though. So right here we have a little parking spot by the apartments, and if you wanted to park here and then go to the park or lake area. We got all the mailbox center for these apartments here. And then we have a kind of shared apartment pool area, which is very nice and lush for them to come have nice pool days here with the loungers and sitting, and nice kind of beachy scenery and foliage, which I really like how that looks. They got nice views too of the lake, and well, I guess the ocean's behind them. And then the little ice cream bike's making its way by. Gaston's enjoying the fishing. So you can see Tiana straight down there, which I like that view from here. And then also the bakery, I made some Touch of Magic furniture and rugs to kind of go with the spring theme I wanted, the color palette that I wanted. I think it's really cute. And then the flower shop. all by this little pond. We have other outdoor seating from the bakery too by the pond. And yeah, so just a little workstation where they can pot some nice flowers. And then seating for the bakery. You can take a seat and someone will come serve you. So at Tiana's, we have some benches for waiting because sometimes there's really long wait times here. But I decided to make some Touch of Magic tables for here because I just wanted a different look, even though I don't really love the touch of the table per se because the skinny legs and everything. I do like the how the colors come out, and I like the look of it. These rugs are the same Dreamlight Anya design. And I just think they go so perfectly with Tiana's, so I kind of wanted to have some tables that kind of brought out the greens and golds too. They're pretty simple. All my Touch of Magic is pretty simple, but oh no, I forgot to put that fence back after the Cheshire Cat made me tear it down. I hope you didn't see that. Just ignore it. That Cheshire Cat event was crazy. So this is just a nice gazebo area with you can have some like tea and muffins or pastries on the couch. Just another nice seating area for the restaurant there. And walking this way, we have the train station, so you can get here to the city by train also. You can see that this is the look from the other entrance from the plaza. So I like to see the Tiana building from there as well. And then you have the parking lot here for if you want to stop to go to the park or shopping. Here's Scrooge's, and you can walk down the nice city street to get to everything you need to. And window shop where you see toast in the window. Okay, that's fine. Moving along. We have nice picnic benches because we have a lot of nice food carts by the train station. So you can grab some nice treats while you wait for your train or when you arrive. And I just put a little train station in here that you can get on a train to head to the other valleys or areas, or just get dropped off here and walk into the nice city. We got the signs so you don't miss your train, and I don't know what Maui's doing, but what's he ever doing, you know? Yeah, so just pretty basic, but oh my gosh, the Forgotten is in the train tunnel, you guys. What is she doing? Okay. Merlin's falling asleep. He's gonna miss his train. Oh my gosh, you guys. These characters. And you can see we have another food cart there for coffee and treats. And Tiana's stall over there. I can get through all the areas and back to the mining nodes and everything, so that's nice. And so you can grab some treats here and have a little casual dining on this side of Tiana's. Yeah, I've been really enjoying this meadow. It's been here for a while, but I'm probably going to leave it for a while. It took me some time to figure out the layout and colorways I wanted. And if you change the pathing and like the rug coloring, you can make it look so different. So I might keep it for a while because I've been really enjoying it. And now we're gonna head down to my Dazzle Beach, which this side of the Dazzle Beach is where I live. I really wanted to use this manor house, this Victorian manor house, as a beachside house because it reminds me of homes that I've seen in like the Pacific Northwest, kind of like Oregon coast, Northern California coast, Washington coast. So this is a colder kind of beach where you have the stone fences that kind of separate you from the beach, and you have logs and different things that kind of wash up on shore. And you mostly just hang out with the fire or picnic and food and with nice scenery. The kids can maybe enjoy the temperature of the water, but I'm not going to. So it's more for just a beachside, colder beachside look. But I really love how this house looks on the beach, and so I've been living in it and enjoying it. I just kind of made it with a lot of grass and flowers, and kind of how I remember seeing houses like this there. So I have a little deck area to sit out here and just one tea sandwich. That's unlike me. I got no drink. Oh boy. It's okay. I probably drank it. It's fine. I got a little fishing boat there. And yeah, just some nice flowers and kind of overgrown type of like gardens or foliage area. I do like these birch trees once again. I feel like they go with the coastal kind of look also, and just the house. So I have some different colors of those. Back there I just have more flowers, so nothing big. We have another picnic area here, so you can grill and eat some yummy food here with the nice views. I really loved going to the coast when I was living in Oregon for work. So on this side is kind of the fancier like beach walk area. It would probably have some shops, but we just have a lot of dining kind of. I mean, we're selling seeds and veggies, but they kind of force you to. We got ice cream, my little drop-off stations, you know. And then I do have a walkway to like my mining nodes in the back of the little cafe there. And then right here we have a like smoothie, ice cream, mimosa bar with a lot of fancy gazebos and sitting, so you can enjoy the views with a nice snack or whatnot. I really wanted to keep a kind of pink, white, and teal type of theme throughout here. So I really like having all these colors here. It's a different look for me, but I really like it. Gaston, seriously, what really, bud? Okay. Yep. And that happens. We need security over here, apparently. So we got some nice lounging areas here where you can get your bottle service or your margarita or mimosa or whatever you like here. Of course, my well. And then we have the main cafe house, the Hawaiian home that I started out with. So we got some cute fountain decor to go with it. A nice little bike parking area, or maybe you can rent a bike, I don't know, but probably residents would like to ride their bikes around this coastal area. We have some nice little seats by the water for your ice cream or whatnot, and then also a little bench and stuff at the front. I made these Touch of Magic rugs to kind of look like worn planks or with kind of sand on them, but also like painted. I don't know. I do like how they end up looking though, especially over here on the patio area. So you have a little bar or tables where you can have views of the nice waterfall or beach, all the lush areas. And you can see I forgot to put pathing under these rugs, so we're just gonna see sparkles now and then, but it's okay. It's Dreamlight Valley. you know, what can you do? So, yeah, I just think this is a really nice patio area with lots of nice scenery here, lots of nice good treats and everything. We got our little back entrance and the cave and stuff I can't do anything about. But a little pathway to my mining node and kind of goes around by the waterfall as well. So I can get around easily. And then also I had built this beach mostly before even getting that beach house. So I just ended up putting that there, but I think it already matched with all these kind of umbrellas and towel area that I have with music. So that's the beachy kind of area for this house. It just kind of worked out, I think. It's a really cute house. But I didn't add much else. I just kind of plopped it down and I felt like it worked. And then we have our seafood restaurant here, where I use these shells for like the entrance, but I've picked them up multiple times with a vacuum now. So I have to be really careful about that. But I do like how it looks. I had gotten these booths, these diner booths and tables, and then that's what made me build this. And so I made this touch of magic rug to kind of match and look like kind of tile or something. Um, and then later I got the aquarium there, which is just goes perfectly. I did kind of set the booths back a little bit from the table so people could sit down. It doesn't look as good as when they're close, but I like to see the villagers kind of sitting down here, so that's why I left some space. We got all the nice food and everything. And then these booths also came with these bunk beds, which I just think is really cute, and I loved all the colors in it. So I was just gonna make it like kind of like a lounge area, and then I turned it into like a kids playground kind of area. I've never really done a playground, but it turned out that way, and I think it's pretty cute. I like all the pops of yellow and stuff off of these like white and teal colors, so that's the fun play area. That's some little kids' toys. I don't know if it's just Stitch who hangs out here. Maybe like Vanellope, Woody, and Buzz. I wonder if they can climb up there. Probably. It's fine, guys. There's residents here. You just don't see them. But I think that all turned out really cute. It'd be cool if you could climb up on top of the beds and then have a really nice view. I always like how the beach looks at sunset, and I like all the little tiki torches around. I mean, none of these cast like a lot of light, but I like the look of the torches, and then the blue lights don't cast much light, but they give added touch of color, which I like. Oh, and I forgot to show you the little island, Moana's island. So over here I put Moana and her fishing boat. I made some touch of magic rock rugs to kind of match her place, and then I built her a little bar kind of dining area. So you can come get a nice coconut drink or some seafood or coconut ice cream. All kinds of that good stuff over here. I really like how this turned out actually. It's always weird to decorate this island like because of the footprint. And I'm probably gonna have to delete it soon for Skull Rock. So but yeah. We'll see. We'll see if they I might I might do it anyways. I don't know. I might put Peter Pan here. We'll see. And she's got some nice views. There's always nice views of the beach. So I'll show an overview. So now we'll go to the Glade of Trust from the peaceful meadow where I have my Toontown and kind of my fun park that's meant to annoy Mother Gothel. I do have a full tour. I have a speed build of half of it and a full tour on my channel, but you can see I have Woody here with the carousel area, and then Buzz is camping out right there to help out. And my Toontown is over that way. So by the carousel, just some nice tables and stuff for all the food stalls and watching your friends ride. And the cute little dump truck and spaceship little seats or rides. And then we got Buzz camping out here to help out, and he's got a nice little campfire area and place where everybody likes to hang out around here. And then we got a couple food stands as we walk towards Oswald's cinemas, movie theaters. We have the walkway of the stars, so all the movie stars. The scramble coins are laid out here as you walk down, and I really like how that is. I think it's so cute. I've gotten a few more that I'm going to need to add. We also have the big statue of the main characters here. I kind of made a nice fountain area. I just used the auger ball well because I just wanted it to be kind of nicer looking. It kind of goes with the gold tones too that I was trying to bring out here. On the side of Oswald is a nice dinner theater area outdoors, so you can get your coffee and beverages at the coffee stand and get a nice seat here to watch the show. Of course, we got fancy popcorns too. Gotta make sure those are turning. Keeping nice warm popcorn. I really like how this turns out. I never really decorated much of a big area for Oswald. Look, the Forgotten is ready for the show. We'll see what's about to happen with her. So going across this side, you see the big confectionery here, which has lots of nice treats and seating. And this is part of the Vanellope's go-kart side. So we got a nice little bar here, which you can watch the fireworks show that the little aliens do when they're trying to blow up Mother Gothel's tree. I just love how those donut chairs go so well. We got the big start sign as the entrance to the arcade with all the fun games. And I made this touch of magic rug to kind of make it fun. And I really like how it turned out. I tried to make it match the sign pretty well. And I love Vanellope, so So this is Vanellope's fun go-kart track where they can play lots of loud music and have really loud go-karts to annoy Mother Gothel. We got a fuel station for them to gas up and run on this track and have tons of fun. Lots of lights and fountains here. I love how all the mushrooms and everything look here with all of this stuff. I think it's really fun. Vanellope's house, she's got a nice sitting area with some music. And then a little table by the waterfalls. Of course, we have Ralph here. I hope he comes sometime. I really like Ralph. I think he'd be a lot of fun. Got the big rainbow and just all the colorful, beautiful, fun stuff here. And then over here is the Toontown, where I got all of the Mickey and Friends characters around this little pond. So you can see we got Donald here. His boat is next to Daisy's house and Goofy's house. And then we got our big pretty fountain area, and then Mickey's house with the barbecue and everything for them to enjoy, and Minnie's house next to him, and Daisy. Yeah, I actually think it's pretty cute here having them all in this little neighborhood here, and all of their happy attitudes I hope are annoying Mother Gothel. Goofy can fish here and do some crafting. They got some music. Scarbud, come on. some critters for Mickey, of course. Some nice cookout stuff for them to enjoy. Lots of seating areas all around because they like to have all the friends everywhere. Minnie's got a nice little dining area there by the river too, and then a nice little tea area for her and Daisy. And then going over to Mother Gothel's area, we have the aliens trying to take down this tree for me and really annoy her. All the fireworks. I think it's so fun. It just makes me laugh so much. This tree, man. What can we do with it, you know? I did put the fire station here just in case they actually cause any issues. We can take care of that right away. And then we just have some backup friends there in case they need some more assistance. Yep. This is how we're trying to annoy Mother Gothel so that she picks up that tree and leaves. I'll show the overview. And now we're going into the Sunlit Plateau from the Plaza. I do have a speed build on this side of the Sunlit Plateau for Wally's Farmers Market that I have here. So that's on my channel. I'll link all the videos that are part of these builds in the description. But I wanted to put all of my forageables together, and then back here I have my gaming stuff and my storage, so it's easy for me to grab everything and then put it here. And I've been cooking some energy meals also with the fruits and everything, so that's my little hidden storage spot. And then here's the entrance to the farmer's market where Wally's got some music and some chairs he can greet you. And then he's got his little stands with all his interesting items he finds for sale. We got the big well area where I come into when I travel here. And then I have all the trees and bushes that are forageable set up with each little stand. So here's the tea stand with a couple little tea tables. And then we have the gem stall with just some rugs and little decor. We got the mining cart where they bring all the gems in. You can see all the little seats and decor around the well area too. Kristoff stand with the gooseberries. And then we got Goofy stall with the cocoa beans and bananas. Just some little decor items, baskets to grab all your goodies and stuff. Other little benches and decor around the center. An extra little stand. And Wally's garden, which I've been picking up and throwing in that chest so that I can keep a supply of food for cooking. And then I put Stitch here because he wanted to watch over the cocoa beans and coconut trees to make sure he always has his coconut cake and coffee. Not cocoa beans, coffee beans. So Wally takes care of these for him, but he just likes to watch over it and always get his snacks and enjoy them by the river here. Yeah, I thought it was fun to put Stitch somewhere else. I think he's cute here, and I imagine him riding that little shave ice bike around. I think that'd be so cute. He knows how to get to the beach for surfing too, so it's okay. Then on this side of the river, I have kind of like a cabana area for a nice lakeside retreat kind of area. So we got some critters, of course, because I always like having them. And then just some nice relaxing areas to enjoy the lake and outdoors. So this one I have set up with this nice loungers and some robes and things in case you go swimming in the lake. I can walk through here, just sometimes different angles I struggle with. But yeah, I set up all the cabanas a little bit differently. I think it's fun. I like all the views from the cabanas. I really like this item. So in the next cabana, we have Eric's nice nautical furniture, some robes and towels, some ice for your yummy drinks. You can read a nice book by the lake, have some music. Just enjoy the nice lake day. And then we have the last cabana with the nice beachy loungers and sink and water for drinks and couch area and the more critters. There's a nice ice cream stand to grab some ice cream, a little boat. If you wanted to just sit on the boat and fish or whatnot. So that's my nice lakeside cabana area. And on this side we have a fish cleaning area. So if you're fishing in the river or wherever, you can come and clean and prepare your fish. And that's probably what they do for this nice little restaurant here. You get some fresh fish food. That doesn't sound right. Oh my gosh. You can get all the nice yummy snacks freshly caught and prepared here by the nice Mickey wizards. Mirabelle's enjoying it. So that's all across this river area. And then over in the graveyard area, I put Eve because she's got to be near Wally. And she set up her nice botanical area where she's growing different plants and flowers here for him and everybody to enjoy with her nice little futuristic seating areas and food and everything. And then I also have my energy food supplies I'm cooking over here. I just think it kind of goes with the area. So I actually like how all of this looks with the banners and everything. I think it turned out pretty cute. And that is my Sunlit Plateau, and here is the overview. Yeah, I really like this area. It's been nice and easy to use, and it's always a pretty biome, I think, with all the water features, and it looks nice at night. So now we'll head into my Forgotten Lands, which I did a little differently because I got all this Winnie the Pooh stuff later and I didn't have much places to put it, but I thought it would be fun to put in the Forgotten Lands as kind of just like a dark forest at night, but I added a lot of the bright color palette and I actually really like how it looks. All these glowy mushrooms and stuff and just bright yellows and oranges. Of course, we got our little honey making stand where I can have my crafting table and all the different honey pots. I like how this orange potion kind of looks like honey, I think. This was the last biome that I did, and so I didn't get it quite as full as I would have liked to before kind of maxing out, but I'd like to move them to another area again at some point, but I do enjoy it right now. I have all these little book areas where you would sit with Christopher Robin or Pooh and friends and read, you know, fun books, all the story time kind of area. I love how these trees have falling leaves and like the hanging lights from them and everything. Yeah, I do really like it here right now. And then I have this wilted flower cottage, maybe it's called. I forget, but I got this recently too. And I think it goes really well with these items in this area or in here. I think you can probably use it for multiple things, but I really like it here. And I just added a little garden for them with some different veggies in here that I liked. It's just pretty basic in here, but I think that's fun for them. And then it's next to like my kind of market area. You can get some fresh honey and veggies and seeds and all that stuff. And then we have Winnie the Pooh's house, which I have a few of these in here, or a couple at least, but this is so anybody can live there, but it's actually Winnie the Pooh's house. He just has a nice little seat out there. Another cute reading area. And then of course the tree house I can't do anything with. I couldn't really get close enough to cover it up enough. I really hope that they at least remove these night thorns and make it nice looking or do something. I can't wait for this update and I really hope they do something with it. But for this theme, it doesn't go too badly. It kind of has a matching kind of color and stuff, but it's just so ugly. We need it to be happier and brighter, so let's hope they do something with that when we get the Forgotten happier. And they just have a nice little table tennis area, more nice seating areas. Oh my gosh, my game stuff I forgot to decorate over there. This was the last biome that I did, so it's not quite as full and finished when I kind of maxed out, but um, that's okay. I think most of it's done. We got another little tree house here by the pond where they have a barbecuing area and nice seating for enjoying some fresh meals by the little pond here. You can see Sully enjoying his fishing spot here. I guess he wants some sushi. I didn't do much behind there in that kind of magical area. I just have it where I can go walk through, basically. I don't know why I call it magical area, but those stones we can't remove. And I'll show an overview. And now I'm gonna go to my Forest of Valor from the Plaza. And I have a few different speed build videos of this area on my channel. So if you'd like to see things in the day or see that process, I'll have them in the description. But this is kind of a whole fairyland is what it turned into. So over here on the right, I have the Pixie Dust Mill and Tinkerbell's house. And then on the across the river here, I have the Teapot House and Fairy Godmother. And in the back, I have the Mad Hatter House, which is kind of like a tea area, fun party area. But I really like all these items. Fairy core is not usually my strength, but I really like how this all turned out. And I love all the new items from the star path and stuff, so it's been really nice actually having this forest here. It's pretty full, it's really pretty, it's really fun. I like all the mushrooms and little tea areas. Here I had a river running under Tinkerbell's house to this kind of waterfall area, and it's just a very shallow river where you can walk across the rocks over to Tinkerbell's kind of tinkering area with the beautiful like hot air balloon with the pixie dust. It's so beautiful at night. And then like a little honey area and tinkering station here. And then another station here with all the stuff. I think all this stuff is really cute. I like this pixie dust mill, how it has the water wheel and falling water and all these dynamic pieces are just really pretty. And all these flowers with the like falling pixie dust and glow are super pretty. And here's kind of, you can see my little stream that runs through from the pixie dust mill through to the waterfalls. It's all a very lush area. So then down this way I have my well, the pretty flower well, and then another nice little gazebo by the river for some tea and cakes, which is very cute. And then we have the Mad Hatter house over here with the nice party walkway. You can get some yummy pastries and tea here and hang out with the party outdoors. We got a lot of the flowers and teapots and teacups as decor. Another nice little sitting area for Mad Hatter. Let's see who we get to come to the party today. Oh, they are loving it. And then we got another little gazebo area with tea and cakes. You can see all the teacups and teapot fountains and decor around. Yeah, if you want to see it more detailed I do have speed build on most of this area as well. I extended it a little bit after my video because while I was finishing the whole forest and everything, but yeah, I think it's really fun and cute. Oh, and then over here is my gameplay stuff, so my goofy stall and storage boxes. I tried to hide my vacuum in the corner, but you can kind of see it, but it's okay. We got to do a lot of vacuuming around here. I do have another little entrance right by this gazebo area as well. And then we'll walk over across the river to the teapot house and fairy godmother with the big rainbow waterfall in the background. I really like this area. This teapot house I think is so adorable. And I love having like a pumpkin house and a teapot house together. We just have some nice little decor here out by this house. By the river, so some nice sitting by the river and things. Mickey's fishing. Belle's loving it. She kind of matching the decor there. I got some crafting bench back here and a nice little tea area with the bean bags here, which I think is so cute. I love all the views around here. It's been really nice and magical. I do really like it in the day too. It's very bright and colorful. And then going in the back, I have a little fairy circle under this gazebo. And you can see the beautiful waterfall views and the big fountain. This is the nice little nature walk with all of the big flowers and pretty waterfalls, and you can float down the river in the big teacups when you're small like a fairy, which apparently I am because it looks like I could fit in a teacup. And some more nice sitting by the pond and drinking. I don't know if it's all tea, but you know, they like to sit in many places and drink things. So that is my Forest of Valor, and I'll show an overview of everything. And now for my frosted heights, which I have big magical castle areas here. So I have Merlin here with his big castle, and then all the orb magical area that, so he's near everything. This is my little market area with all my game stuff, so I can clean up and craft and store stuff as needed. So you can see I placed Merlin's house kind of as if it was part of the castle. So you can walk through here, and then we have the door to his house there. I put a big Dreamlight tree in here because it's magical. He's overseeing this whole magical frosted land. And I just like having all the pretty little floating sparkles and stuff. He's got his potion shop here. You can come get potions and things. This idea I got from the lovely Gabby when she let me tour her valley on live stream, and I went back to look at it and pretty much copy her little potion area she had in a castle in the Glade. I think it's so cute. Merlin's got his telescope and cooking out here, mostly for me. And he's got his potion, another little potion shop area, or where he stores and makes some potions in here. And that's where I have my multiplayer portal, so when people come over, this is where they enter, which I think is kind of fun. I had a few people come into the castle. That was pretty cute looking. I really like the castle here in Frosted. Like at first it was like, I thought it was too much gray, but covering the whole area with it, I think I just really like the castle feel in many places. So this is Merlin's bedroom, and he's got his study area and his nice bed, lots of books and scrolls and things that he goes through. He's got some music and coffee to keep him up all night reading about these things. Maybe some meetings with the other magical minds. And then I had to put a nice little pub in here as well because, you know, they gotta eat and have good times too. So some music, and this also was maybe inspired by Gabby's area as well. I see so many valleys now with doing tours, and I just love it, and I get so many ideas. Why does her hair fly like that? She's sitting. I'm kind of getting annoyed by this hair stuff. I don't need any of it. I like this little table area, comfy table area. And then we got another machine here where you can check in or check information or stuff. The back there by Elsa's is just all my lighting, so there's not much there. Not worth noting. And then you can see in here I have my well, so this is where I enter when I fast travel. There's not much in this whole area. We got the floating orb and somebody's throne area that I guess they used to have. And you can walk back into some different parts of the castle there. But the main entrance is in the front here. Guess you can get some information or buy a ticket or who knows. I like walking into the very bright lights and where you can't really see what you're about to walk into. So we just got our little orb pillars all throughout here. Sorry for the jumpiness. It's kind of small spaces with lots of walls, so it's a little bit hard to film. Of course, we have the cave there. Got another little pillar there. It won't let me dig under that spot, and I didn't want to remove the castle. And then we got all these different little room areas with more of the pillars. I'm wondering if we're gonna need to move them back for the update, but we'll see. I hope not, since we already finished that quest, but you never know what they're gonna have us do. So all the extra little rooms. Yeah, so that is my Frosted Heights, and I've been really enjoying it. It was kind of slowly came together. It came together in pieces, these different castles. I wasn't really sure what to do. I wanted to do something different, but I really like this idea, and I like walking through this big Merlin castle a lot too. So it's been really fun. And of course, I will show an overview. And that is the all of my biomes, my full valley, the whole tour. That's my third valley tour, and I really, really like this one. I hope that you did too. I will be keeping it for a while like this. Well, I've almost finished Eternity Isle, and I'm gonna move to Storybook Vale and work on that, my second Storybook Vale. So if you catch me in the live streams, you'll see a lot of this valley because it's going to be here for a while. But I do really enjoy it. I hope that you really liked it. And thank you so, so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much to all of my channel members. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you did like the video, I would really appreciate if you put a like on it and subscribe if you haven't. If you would like to see more content or just support me, I appreciate it so, so much. And I hope that everybody has a really wonderful rest of their day.